All right, YouTube, just a really quick Georgian update because we were covering Georgia last stream. I wanted to give you an update on the protests. And I believe this link was provided by you, Kim. I think you provided this link. Someone provided this link in the Discord, and I think it's a good update. So the foreign law, the foreign agent law. Thank you very much, Kim Goblin, and thank you, Davey, for all your wonderful links. And thank you, everybody else participating in the Discord. The purpose of quote-unquote foreign agent law and reason for its withdrawal. So they pulled back after the protests of this foreign agent law that basically would have allowed them as a party to say, oh, this opposition party is a foreign agent. You're banned from existence in this country. And they get to go after all their political enemies and just consolidate power very quickly and very swiftly. So people were not having that. Once again, even in, look, folks, people need to stop being so cynical about other people when it comes to what they're aware of, right? Yeah, maybe they don't understand the ins and outs of how their parliament works, right? But they know some fuckboy shit when they see it. And there's only one thing that works. There's only one thing that works. Yeah, here we go. So, in an interview with Amedi TV on March 12th, Georgian Prime Minister Iraqi Garbashvili linked the March 7th and 9th protest in Tbilisi against the Russian-style foreign agents law to destructive anarchist and extremist forces. Don't you love it? Does it ever look different? Seriously. They've been doing this kind of bullshit since the Middle Age, like the Middle Ages, dude. Like, when castles and cannonballs were the weapons. And said their purpose was to maintain chaos and destabilization. That's what they want. That's what those people who were protesting wanted. Hi. But yeah, that's what the folks, they weren't protesting a law that would have made everyone a political enemy and could have been arrested for any reason. What could the topic be? I don't know. What could the topic be? I have no idea. I don't know. The Prime Minister also spoke about EU membership. The European Parliament's resolution on ex-president Mikhail Saakashvili. I'm so terrible at names. The war in Ukraine attempts to open a second front in Georgia. It's a second front. Speaking about the March 7th and 9th rallies in Tbilisi, PM Garbashvili stressed that many young people who support EU integration participated in the rallies, but noted that the protests were orchestrated by members of the destructive anarchists. Oh man, those anarchists, because that's how I understand anarchists. They're so organized. They're so organized. Whatever, get the fuck out of here. God, I hate people. I'm banning your ass. I hate people that do that shit. Oh, what's going on? Oh, okay, you were mean to me. Bye. Get out of here. Give you a timeout. Ugh. I'm gonna stop, acknowledging. I'm gonna stop acknowledging people when they come in and say hi. I'm gonna stop doing that shit. Because they're always doing that. That's so rude. Hate that. Just leave. Just leave then. Movement in coordination with the United National Movement, whose purpose was to, quote, create chaos, maintain constant destabilization and unrest. Yeah, that's what they were protesting for. Saakashvili is the guy they're holding and not letting doctors to help him. Great. They might have killed several young people themselves, he added. Oh, they're so dangerous. Quote, let no one have the illusion that these young people who stood on the stage, and we know who they are, one by one, were all connected to the national movement or its satellite organizations, be it European Georgia, Gurchi More Freedom, Bashzadi's Party, Strategy Ambeshenbeli, and others, he said. So you know what it seems to me? It seems like he's got a lot of opposition. And it was very clear what's happening here. He sees a lot of resistance. In this context, PM Garbashvili also mentioned that the NGO Franklin Club, which is based at the University of Georgia and whose activities include educational and media projects, research, political discussions, civic activism, and consulting. The Prime Minister noted that the organization poisons and brainwashes the youth. I do not want to prejudice the events or hinder the investigation. I think prejudge. Is that a word? And shit, I didn't know that was a word. Seems like a fake word. No? Yep, okay. The events that hindered the investigation, but this is a direct anti-state, subverse activity. He said, you know, it's so funny. It's so funny. Like, oh, their motivations are chaos and anarchy, and they want to destroy the state. No. People don't get out and march for anarchy and chaos. They don't get out and march for that. They get out and march for democracy. Anyway, there you go. He had to pull back because of the people pressure, because of the power of the people. He had to pull back. Second front, I don't know. Is he going to come back? That's the question. Second front, Iraqi Garibashvili once again drew attention to the attempts to open a second front in Georgia, citing the statements of top Ukrainian officials to prove it. He said that this was the purpose of Saakashvili's return to the country. Yikes. Man, these guys will do any... Why are you still hooking your fucking saddle up to Russia? I know the oil's cheap, but goddamn, man, is it really worth all this? Marching for anarchy doesn't seem like a thing. Really, it really doesn't. And that, you know, they make these ridiculous claims like people, they wanted to just break shit. You know, they just heard a Limp Bizkit song and went fucking bananas. He also accused members of the European Parliament and the quote unquote destructive opposition of trying to open a second front in the country, noting that the opposition's goal was to overthrow the government by force. So, okay. It was anarchist. It was NATO. It was Ukraine. It wasn't us. It wasn't our attempt. It wasn't our cold, naked power grab. It wasn't that. And then drag the country into war. They are insisting that Georgia join the war. Let's imagine that there's a war in Georgia today. We all know what will happen here. Our beautiful country will turn into a firing range. Yada, yada, yada. Fear-mongering, scaremongers. All right. Only I can keep, peace and security in this country. I've done such a good job already. He said, adding that this is not an exaggeration. This is a real threat. Quote, we are making progress in all areas. Of course, we have such great progress in the face of such challenges. We get on the nerves of many people, and many had illusions and hopes that Georgia's role should be to join the war. I don't think so, bro. He doesn't believe that. Ain't no one in Georgia fucking getting sent to Russia's front line. The Prime Minister also spoke about the humanitarian aid that Georgia provided to Ukraine, as well as the support expressed internationally, noting that the only thing that they are dissatisfied with is that we did not join the war. Oh, he's talking about support for Ukraine, huh? Oh, there probably is some Georgians that want to join the Ukrainian war for obvious reason. Weird. Okay. I still need to know a lot more about Georgian politics. So there you go, YouTube. That's my Georgia update. Thank you so much.